Hello everyone, welcome to Forager. So, it's been a while since I actually made a video, and I want to start by addressing that in the top left corner of this video there is a big old box that says Forager. I don't know why that's there. I've been testing these recordings for about 10 minutes now, and every single one has that box in the top left corner, and I have no idea why. I may have to address this with the dev on Twitter and say, why is that there when I try to record? Dunno, but it's there. So unfortunately, we're just going to have to deal with that. But anyway, Forager. So I've been playing this now for a couple of days. I bought it a couple of days ago. I didn't even know it was on PS4. I knew it was on PC, and I'd given it a little play on someone else's PC during one of my courses, actually, during lunch times. But Forager, as described by Hopfrog, is apparently an open-world adventure and exploration game inspired by The Legend of Zelda and more modern titles such as Terraria, Stardew Valley, and Minecraft. And from the time I've played so far, I can see the resemblance, and I can see the inspirations coming into play. So I've got a file here, level 15. I'm not going to be playing that one in this video. For this, I'm going to do this in two parts. For this first video, I'm going to do a new game just to show what it's like from the beginning. And then for the second video, I'm going to jump into this game and show you what it's like a little later down the line, where I'm actually at. So let's just start. So the game is very, very simple. There's not all that much to understand. You are this guy with a pickaxe, and you can pretty much mine anything around you. And everything, like Minecraft, has a use. There are other systems that come into play later down the line, but for now, at the very beginning, this is all you got to worry about. Where the actual in the top left, where the where the big old box is that says Forager, unfortunately what you can't see behind that is that there's 3 hearts. Now that doesn't really become important until you unlock another island, because we don't have enemies until then. But the box underneath it, which you also can't see, is a stamina bar, and to refill that you need to eat. So basically these at the beginning of the game, the first 2 things you'll be able to eat are berries from these bushes, and sometimes when you cut down a tree you'll get a fruit called a citrus fruit, and both of those can restore energy. So yeah, here we go, a citrus. So that does 12 energy, and berries do 8 energy. So obviously you can't see the energy bar, the stamina bar, but it is up there. You'll have to look at other videos for that. But this game has been really, really enjoyable, actually. The couple of days I've been playing. I mean, obviously you saw on my other file, I'm level 15. There is a lot to this game. It takes a while to do stuff in it, but it's very mellow and chilled out. And the enemies that you run into aren't actually all that hard either. The very basic enemy is slime, and slimes move quite slow. I mean, really, it takes ages to actually get them to attack you. And when they do, they're so slow about it that you can easily move out of the way, and then they just sort of sit there for about 5 seconds for you to hit them. And they only take about 3 hits to kill, I think, at the beginning. So they're not all that hard to kill, and they're not all that hard to avoid, so they're quite easy enemies. But there are enemies that are really difficult, so... Anyway, it's been a while since I recorded a video. I think it's been about a month and a half, 2 months. I just haven't been bothered. Okay, so we're level 2 now. I'm actually going to avoid leveling up just for a second, because it's something that I'll need to actually address, and I want to tell a story or two while I go ahead and mine casually. Let's get some berries and fill ourselves up on berries. There we go, get some energy back. I got that energy back. But yeah, so I haven't really felt like making anything. I just haven't. Simple as. Before I started my last course that I did that Apex Legends video, which was a few weeks back now. And I mean, since I actually recorded... sorry, I shouldn't leave it at that. The Apex Legends video I made actually was recorded months ago. I just had the footage up until then, and I decided only to edit it at that point. I do have other video footage that I want to edit too. I have a bunch of Red Dead Redemption. Like, after the first video I recorded another 3 hours with my brother. Or no, actually it was 2.5, I think. he sat with me and we were going to do an hour together, because we knew there was going to be a lot to do. But it ended up, it was like 2.5 hours we sat there together while he like told me how to play the game. And it still wasn't enough to get me into the game and get me like playing it every single day and all that. But it was still like another 2.5 hours of footage that's just sitting around waiting to be edited. So I got to figure out what to do about that. And get it edited and uploaded. I think I'm going to edit each video into 2, or the 2 1-hour videos. I think I'll edit into 2 each, so that'll be 4 in total. Just because there's not a lot to edit out, and I'd rather not edit a lot out when it's me and my brother together, since we have like conversations and stuff. But I'll see how things pan out, and hopefully it'll all work out. We ain't going to be able to record anything, me and him, for ages anyway. He's sorting out an issue at the moment with trying to move in with a new girlfriend, so I'm probably not going to be able to record anything with him for I don't know, maybe not until Christmas. So it's going to be a while, let's put it that way, until we see him in my videos again. But that's fine. I think it's about time to take on this next important aspect of the game. So let's put a furnace up here. So we have a furnace now. We want to unlock skills. Okay, so there's lots of little things in this game, right? Lots of little aspects to it that make it really, really interesting. So for starters, is the very basics of the game, right? So okay, we're level 3 now. Good. I can learn new skills. I know you can. I'll do that in a minute. So the very basic is the mining aspect, like Minecraft, but it's very, very different because you're trapped on this island. In the beginning of the game, you have this one island. Everything respawns constantly, and you have to just keep mining and keep mining and keep mining and keep mining. And let me tell you something. It's a lot of mining that needs to be done. You have to do constant. Like there's never a moment where you shouldn't be digging stuff up, because from what I've seen in the time I've played the game so far, almost 3 hours, there really isn't like a time where you shouldn't be mining stuff, because resources are fickle. Like they'll infinitely respawn, but you got to wait for them to do so. And it's set up in a way as well where if you left the game on for hours, your entire island, like every single usable block on your island, would eventually have something on it. So it's set up that you'll always have resources coming in. One saving grace is that your stamina bar actually doesn't go down on its own. You have to be doing something, digging or fighting or whatever, for it to actually go down. So if you're just standing still and letting stuff respawn, nothing happens to your stamina bar. You can just sit around and wait for stuff to spawn in and then go mine it, which is really, really good. I really like that fact, because you can you don't have to worry about leaving the game paused or anything. You can just go and do whatever you like. So another aspect is obviously the equipment. So there's an entire section here for building stuff, right? And most of it, these 3 are unlocked from the beginning of the game, right? Forge, furnace, sewing station. These are 3 major crafting tables as I've seen so far. I haven't seen anything else in here besides there was one other thing I think that I've got in my file in this industrial section, but I'm not sure. I've got a couple of other things in here in my other file that aren't here in the beginning. So I've got bridges and fish traps. Fish traps let you catch fish, which restore more energy. So that's always good if you want easy access to energy, but you'll always have easy access to energy anyway. So I'm not seeing the use for fish traps unless there's a use for fish. Well, actually, no, there is another use for fish traps. You can get stuff other than fish. You can get sand, which you also need for making glass, and you can get seaweed as well, which is also something you can eat. I'm not sure if there's anything else you can get in fish traps, but that's what I've seen in fish traps so far. And bridges let you build in the water, so you can get across to other islands when you unlock them. So as you can see, there's stuff respawning here. It's all good, it's all just a calm and relaxing experience until big enemies start coming around. There's lots of quests and stuff that show up as well as you buy more islands. You'll get treasure chests, which give you unlocks that give you bonus stats and stuff. So there's lots and lots and lots of stuff in this game. and I haven't seen anywhere near like 5% of it probably in my other file 3 hours in, you know what I mean? Okay, so let's really dig into this building aspect here. So we've got a bunch of materials, now we can start building. So obviously you need coal in order to smelt stuff. So we have only 4 coal. We do actually need 4 iron ingots, I think, for the next thing we want to build, which I think is the... Is that the forge? Yeah, 4 iron ingots. Okay, good. So if we build the 4 iron ingots, we can build a forge, and that's the next bit of equipment done. So I mean, this is the beginning. This is the simple part of the game. It gets a bit more complicated as the hours roll on, really. Because in my other file, I have unlocked, I think, 8 islands. And every island has something unique to them. So that's also another interesting thing too, is all the islands have something unique to them. So you're always sort of trying to figure out what's going on, you know, what you can do, all that sort of thing. And it's interesting. There we go. All right, so we've got our iron ingots. Can we build the forge now? Let's see. Oh no, we need 4 bricks. I don't think we can build those without coal. Oh, okay. Oh, it's 1 coal per brick. Oh, that's nice. Well, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. We're just going to keep digging. We're going to keep having fun. Oh, my God. So, something I was playing from the last time I made a video. When was the last time? Subnautica, that was it. Subnautica was the last time I made a video when I finished it. Since then, I've been playing Neverwinter, or had played Neverwinter, which is an online sort of MMO game based in the D&D universe. I did make videos on it. I did make quite a few, actually. It was my brother who introduced me to it, and I've got video of us talking and trying to connect with each other in-game the first time we were playing it. And we never got connected, but we had some cool conversations, and you know, obviously there's footage of me playing Neverwinter when I started it, but then I like played it again on video sometime later, and me and my brother were actually together playing together in the same game, just sit around for a second, and then there was like some footage where I was talking with Dodge, Aaron's friend, the guy we played Fallout 76 with, but he had his mic muted, so that footage is kind of defunct, really. But then what else was there? Then there was footage of... No, that was it, actually. That was all there was. There was footage of me and Aaron talking while we were playing the beginning, footage of me and Dodge talking, even though you couldn't hear Dodge, somewhere in the middle, and then me and Aaron playing like properly together. I didn't record anything after that. I did eventually get to the end though, or I shouldn't say the end, but I got my character to highest level in the game, level 80, and I haven't played it since. There's lots and lots of campaigns and stuff, but it's very slow process. It's a very slow process finishing the campaigns. It can take weeks of real life time waiting for things to happen, so it's kind of, you know, I'm just sort of done with it, I think, for now. Oh, I've got citrus fruits. 1, 2, 3. Big old energy. There we go. Okay, I think we've gathered enough resources to start building again. Forge. We can build the forge. Let's build it right here. And there we go. Good. All right, we've got a forge. We need 4 more bricks and 2 fibers, which fibers haven't started spawning in yet, so we're not going to worry about that just yet. We do have some points to use. I don't think there's anything else that I can actually do as of right now, other than, you know, make... well, I could make the bricks, even though I ain't got the fiber yet, I suppose. I could make iron ingots. I don't know. It all comes crumbling down. Crumbling down. Do you know what, actually? I want to tell you about a show that I watched between the last time I recorded and this time that is absolutely phenomenal. Because I think I spoke about Chernobyl earlier in the year, and I thought that was a phenomenal show. But man, oh man, this is just something else, right? So I can't remember exactly what date it was, maybe a month or two ago, but Dark Crystal Age of Resistance came out. I think it was last month, the beginning of August, actually. And oh my god, it was amazing. It was one of the best things I've watched this year, like, bar none. There is nothing, like, I could put above that. It is a phenomenal series. I honestly love it. I think it's great. And I really hope they put it on DVD too. I know it's a Netflix original, which means the likelihood of it going on DVD is like next to zero. But, you know, one can hope. How many coal do I have? 5. Okay, let's actually use some of our wood to make coal here. There we go, we can make 20 big old pieces of coal. Oh, and also we have the anvil, so I can actually show you. You can make stuff in the anvil. So, slimy pick. Oh, right, yeah, no, that's the next pickaxe up, of course. None of this is really useful right now. Probably won't actually get to be useful in this video at all. But I'll tell you what they do. Coins are what you use to buy land. As well as I think there's a market later down the line. I haven't quite got that in my other file yet, 3 hours into the game. But I'm pretty sure you can use money to buy stuff in market as well. But it's used for buying land also. And you can turn gold ingots into coins. And there are skills you can get which will make the coins worth more. So eventually you can have coins worth like 20. At my point in the game, 3 hours in, every coin is worth 21 coins. So that means each gold ingot is worth 21 coins, which is really good. Keys are used to open treasure chests, which you can find randomly on certain islands. And this slimy pickaxe is just the next upgrade of pickaxe. We don't have slimes yet though, because we haven't opened another island yet. I think we will though, before this video is over. Also, I'm not sure how long I want to make this video. I haven't put my timer on purpose for this video, because I didn't really want to time myself for it. I just kind of wanted to go with the flow and get myself back into the zone, because I haven't recorded anything in ages. And I really wanted to share this game too, because even though there's tons of videos on it on YouTube, I like to share my experiences with games, and I'm really enjoying this. You know, I've wanted to play it for a while, properly anyway, and because I haven't had a PC to play it, I got that one opportunity when I was in my courses, and that was it. So it's nice to actually have the game now and be able to play it properly. And plus, I don't think the game is actually finished yet per se. I think there's still one more update for this game to come out for every console it's on. So I'm really looking forward to that. And there's going to be a multiplayer too, which might be interesting. I mean, I would do a series on this or something, but it'd probably be better off for a live stream, because you can see it's quite slow. So it'd be nice to just sort of play it for an hour, 2 hours on live stream every now and then, just to, you know, get from the beginning to the end of the game without having to worry about, you know, making videos for it. Maybe I'll do that, maybe. But, you know, I say that about a lot of different games and I never do it, so who knows. Oh man, this is such a chill game. Just so calming. The music as well is really nice. The art style looks good. It all works, you know. It all just sort of comes together nicely. And you can see how, like, there's loads of stuff spawning in. There's all these ingots and stuff. Okay, right, so we most certainly have a bunch of coal now, so that's nice. And we have a bunch of wood and stuff. The forge is not really that useful. Is it time that I show you the skill system? Yeah, we can't get fiber, I don't think, until we actually use the skill system the first time. So let's go to the skills and I'll show you what the skills are all about. So the skill tree in this game is the more RPG aspect of it. So there's 4 different skill trees. There's foraging, magic, economy, and industry. And you can eventually pick all of them, I believe, because, well, in my file I've picked bits of each of them. But it takes a while, obviously, to get to that point. I think there's a total of 40-something skills in total in the game. So you can eventually unlock all of them. It just takes time, and you can go for whatever you want depending on, you know, what kind of game you want. Economy will net you 40 coins instantly, which allows you to buy the next land and, you know, get things going a bit if you really want to. Foraging for the beginning of the game, cotton spawns more often, so you'll get cotton. Allows you to find wheat, allows you to find beets. So that's more for you know, for more food. Magic. I haven't actually used magic in my other file, so I'm not sure about that one. And this one unlocks steel, glass, and gain XP when building structures. So that actually isn't all that useful to me at the moment. I'm going to go for foraging for this first skill here. Boop. There we go. Wood cutting. Trees drop 50% more wood. Gathering. Gain 4 inventory slots. Gain 25% more XP from plants and crops. That'd level you up quicker. Trees drop 50% more wood. Gain 4 inventory slots. Do you know what? Let's buy another island. Let's buy another island, and we'll get this skill next or something. Hold on. Gain 4 inventory slots. Yeah, trees drop 50% more wood. Why not? We'll get that one now, and then we'll get this one next. Gathering. There is mining as well. Rocks drop 40% more minerals. So that's all our skill points used. I should buy lands and expand. So this is another part of the game. As I said before, you can actually buy lands. So that is okay, so it is randomly generated. Had no idea. So now we have slimes that can spawn in. We should now have cotton that should spawn into to the land now that we've bought that one thing. These fairies will give us free XP, which is nice. There we go. Any more? No? Okay, good. So there you go. Now we have another island. Oh, there was a fairy up there. I sort of missed it. Hello, fairy. Boop. And now we're level 5. Boom. Now we can get that other skill that I was worried about. So there you go. You can see how things sort of pan out and how they sort of move. And what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. I sound like a fucking moron just rambling on. But yeah, I mean, it's a very, very simple game for the most part. I haven't found anything too complicated 3 hours in, but we will see that, and you will see that from me in the next video, because you know what? I think I've shown you about all I can show you. This is an example of an NPC quest, so this is another thing that happens in the game. You'll get NPCs on certain islands that want you to do things for them. This fairy, I believe, wants you to give her 1,000 coins, which I haven't even done on my other file yet because I've been spending coins on other things, but it isn't as hard to get 1,000 coins as you'd think. So, yeah. One day I'll do that on my other file. Maybe I'll do it in the next video. Who knows? I probably ain't. I probably won't. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything else to say. I've been umming and ahhing this whole video because I'm trying to get back into recording. It's been a while, unfortunately. But that's what happens. You fade out. You know, you don't bother, and you get tired. You get lazy. So. It's nice to come back, though, to show off a game that I'm currently enjoying and share it with you. Always a good experience. Calming, relaxing music. Oh, look, there's the cotton as well. How about I share one other story before I go? We'll get some cotton as well and maybe make that third tool table before I head off. But yeah, another thing I found out about just yesterday, I picked up the new Guinness World Record Gamers Edition just to give it a look, and I read about a woman in there who is the oldest gamer on YouTube, 86 years old. Her name's Shirley Curry, and I absolutely have to tell you about this woman because I looked up the channel and I watched her videos, and they are absolutely phenomenal. She is just such a wonderful old lady. She plays Skyrim, right? And she's been doing it since 2015. But she likes to tell stories, so she actually role plays in Skyrim as different characters, and it is wonderful to watch. Absolutely wonderful. I never thought I'd see like an 86-year-old woman playing video games. It's so nice. It's so nice to watch. But yeah, I had to suggest her because she is an absolutely phenomenal lady, and I think she deserves all of the love she can get. So if you don't know about her, if you didn't know about her, go check her out. That's Shirley Curry. That's Shirley, Shirley, and then curry as in, you know, like the meal curry. So it's a great channel, honestly. I wish I could get my nan to do that, to be fair, because my nan isn't a gamer at all, you know. But I reckon like maybe if I'd set it up right, I could probably get her to sit and chat with me while I play the game. But I don't know if I'd want to make her do that, you know. She's an old lady. You don't want to be forcing old ladies to sit there and watch you play video games, you know. So, but anyway, this is the third crafting table. Super duper important because this one allows you to make thread, which is a really important material that you need a lot of. So anyway, I think that's it now. I don't think I want to do any more. I don't think I want to play any more of this file because I've already got a file going and I don't want to sit here and play the beginning of the game for an hour. So I think you get the general gist. It's a really interesting game with a really interesting concept. You know, it takes the whole sort of open world Minecrafty aspect of Minecraft and turns it on its head, you know, by having NPCs and random quests and constantly respawning resources, all these different crafting tables, you know, with different things to do, you know, chests and coins, and I mean there's just such a lot of little quirky, charming things in this game, and I really enjoy it. So hopefully this video was somewhat interesting to anybody who watched it. You know, I apologize if my commentary is just not entertaining or enjoyable, but what can you do? You know, when you haven't been making anything for ages, you get tired and you don't really put as much effort in or as much energy. When I was playing Subnautica, I had a bunch of energy, but now it's sort of like, you know, I'm just enjoying myself, just having a little bit of fun. This music, man, this music is so charming. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much, and I will see you in part 2 when I go into my actual file. So, see you guys then. Bye!